Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy chance for Siena. If you like this kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video. Be sure to comment below what you think is going to happen in this game today. And be sure to subscribe to the channel as well, because that really does help me out a lot. So we're about to take charge of our 900th game in charge at Barway today, and I am genuinely excited to see what happens in this match because we're doing quite well in the league. And I'm going to go over my profile briefly because we're looking at 900 games in charge, so I thought good time to talk about that really, isn't it? So we are known for surviving relegation battles, wanting a high tempo pressing game, and being a strict disciplinarian, so that's good. And the fact that all of this is as much as I can be outside reputation being a 3-star is actually kind of nice, to be honest with you. And then we've got these attributes of my mentors and coaching attributes, and quite frankly, the fact that everything apart from adaptability, fitness, goalkeeping distribution, goalkeeping handling, goalkeeping shot stopping is 14 and above is kind of nice to see. And we look at some of the people that are with our favorite personnel. We're going to go for the worst opinions first and foremost because, well, Luca Magnino doesn't seem to like the fact I took his head of youth development, and the fact he's the manager of this team makes me wonder how on earth he got the job. But it goes to show he was at Pordenone for about 5 years before he went to Catalonia, and yeah, he's been doing well for himself actually. He's been in management since around 9 years now, so good for him. He's got 2 different jobs and he's stuck around for long periods of both times. This is a guy that doesn't like us apparently. And the second person that doesn't like us is Domenico Gominelli. So yeah, another person who has been good as a manager in his time. He's been very much doing a lot of managerial work, and he was a player when we started the save too, so another player that's become a manager. It's good to see he's got that opportunity really. But then we look at all the people that are our favourite personnel, and look at Antonelli was, well, we faced off against this guy numerous times in the past. He was his assistant manager at Roma at one point, would you believe? But yeah, he starts as a player at PAOK, and yeah, he becomes a manager very quickly into the save. He was an assistant manager for many clubs. 4 different clubs, in fact, before he went to Roma, and then was offered the job at Tanana, and then he's been at various places since then. Hasn't done much since there, really. I want to say enough, Giuseppe DiBiase is actually the second person on the list, so yeah, the fact he is still not got a job is a little concerning, but I think it's gone better. Has it gone better? Let me know, I can't actually tell. I'm not going to go back to the videos of the last one either, so I think it's gone better, honestly. David Cavazzini, and wowzers, okay. Yeah, this guy is actually a really good manager. What the hell? What the hell? I am actually shocked this guy's as good as he is. Look at him. Yes, he's not got the best personality that I'd like, but bloody hell, he's good. He would not be interested in being an assistant manager, which is perfectly fine, honestly. I would be shocked if he was, but he's actually really good as a coach. Good God. Very good at his job, and he'll do very well to get anything out of this, wouldn't he? Gianluca Marqui is another manager that has become friends of ours, and he was not a player when he started, so he's been around for 20 years managing elsewhere. He was at Como, Sempre d'Este, Modena, Arezzo, Picano, and Siena, so it's a place where we've known him, but not really come across him for many years now, really. He's been at the lower tiers for the last 20 years. Poor sod. So Felipe Pedro is the current Bayern Munich manager, and apparently we're friends with him, so when we took him on when he was the Inter Milan manager, we must have made a good impression on him. But yeah, he starts this career actually as a manager, and oh my days, he was the under-20s manager of Sporting Club de Portugal, then went to Sporting Gijón, then went to Leeds, then went to Feyenoord, then went to Real Betis, then went to Inter Milan, and then recently in the summer went to Bayern Munich as their manager. So he's been quite a few places that are pretty impressive, honestly. So he's actually won trophies, I think, as well. Surely he's won trophies. Let's see. Yeah, he's won quite a few trophies, apparently. So yeah, he got promoted with Sporting Gijón to the La Liga, won the Eredivisie with Feyenoord, won the Europa Conference League with Feyenoord 2. He won the Europa Conference League with Real Betis, won the Europa League with Inter Milan, was entered in the Portuguese Hall of Fame, won the UEFA Super Cup, won the Serie A, and then guided into a 3rd consecutive Serie A trophy under his management, which is probably their second. He got the Coca-Cola Super Cup, he won the Coppa Italia, then won another Serie A. Yeah, he won it the same year, so he got 2 of them in his management, then won the Super Cup again, then won the Coppa Italia again, and then didn't win anything next year before he won the Super Cup, and then in the summer left for Bayern Munich. So he's done really well for himself. Very good manager, actually. So this guy has literally just become unemployed after he was sacked by Sassuolo, and then got sacked by Catafe, looks like. So, yeah, this guy, Ramon, is actually a really good manager too. If I could get him as a head of development or something like that, that would be good. I mean, he wouldn't be interested. Yeah, he would not be interested at all, but he's really good at his job. We got Fabian Woodlin as well, who he just got sacked as the Sassuolo manager, was also the manager of AC Milan, Hamburg, Mainz, Paderborn, Holstein Kiel, Vern. He's been quite a few places actually. So where's Verl? Is that the lowest tier? It's a third tier German football. So he worked his way up and hasn't really done anything since for himself, unfortunately for himself. But yeah, he hires director of football for youth team transfers and contracts. So I can see why he's probably not as helpful in that regards. And we've got João Seguero, who's actually the Portugal manager. I managed to become friends with the Fiorentina manager, so that's kind of nice to see how that's worked out. But this guy actually starts as the manager as the Real Valladolid B team, then went to Casapia, then Lusitania Lorosa, then Morenese, then Celta Vigo, then Fiorentina, now Portugal manager. He's only 22, so he's done really well for himself. Good lord. He'll be a very fun manager to watch, honestly, just for that. We also became friends with Yat Stam, who has been the Czech Republic manager for the last 10 years. So he starts to save at Cincinnati, then went to Celtic, then went to Torino, and the Czech Republic have just kept hold of him for the last 10 years. He must be doing pretty well if he's actually not been sacked by them or anything. So has he done well here? I genuinely don't know how well they've done. They finished fourth in the championship the last 2 times they were here. The last 2 times they were here. They got to the second round too, so they did well in that regard. World Cup, they got to the second round, well, before he turned up. So he's not really done a lot, but he's done okay, I suppose. Anyway, let's talk about the matches we've had since we last met, because there's been a few. Since we last met, we've had a few games, and we lost 2-0 to Fiorentina in our first match, and I'm realising that Bertolino somehow gets through. I don't know how he gets through, but we lose 2-0, and that was the first of 2 goals, and then we get the ball away easily. So let's... Calatano does this. So yeah, 2-0 to Fiorentina. A game we probably wish we could have done better in, but again, what can you do? Even though we had twice as many shots as they did, they're just very clinical, their chances, so that's a thing. They also missed the penalty, so I think we would have lost anyway, even with the penalty scored, so yeah, not our finest work, was it? We then went to Bologna and we lost 5-1, so yeah, 2 games in the new year was not really good for us, and while we are looking like a very good team, Bologna made us look very foolish. The first goal comes from that cross, and a corner goes in, and Magia scores that goal, so Maggio with the finish. We did get a goal back from the penalty from Calandra, so he continues that scoring run of his to be our top goal scorer still, which is remarkable when you realise he's now a defensive midfielder. But then we get the ball away, Alberti's tackle finds Traore instead of the goalkeeper or anyone else, and it's 3-1. It's then 4 when Salah plays the throw in to Traore, finds its way back to Salah, who plays in the middle, and Maggio scores again. So 2 players with 2 goals in this game alone. Maggio plays his ball forward. It finds Christensen, who is not going to miss a chance like that. 5-1 Bologna. We were terrible, and we deserve to be thumped by 5-1. Some of our play was absolutely woeful. It really was. Worst performance we've had so far this season. It didn't get much better for us when we lost 3-0 to Juventus. They actually had 2 penalties they scored. So yeah, Cairo both of them. And I thought, okay, first penalty would be okay. But then they had the second penalty after they also had a penalty ruled out by Villarreal, which says a lot. And then Beckles scores this goal to make 3. I kind of wish I knew what he was doing there, but I don't know what he did. So yeah, we lost 3-0 to Juventus, and I was disappointed with this result. Really was, because we never really got going. And when we don't get going, that's never a good sign. It really isn't. So I tinkered things a little bit and changed my inverted wingbacks from attack to support, and Margiotta scores this first goal of the game inside 27 minutes. Through a crowd of players, keeper sees it late, and that's gone in, so that's the reason I feel it's gone in anyway. Then Carboni comes on and plays this across, and he finds Finale, who scores his second of the season, and it's 2-0. So a win against Calgary. We did it at the beginning of the season 6-2, but the fact we've done it 2-0 this time makes it feel like a better team now, which is nice. They did actually do okay, and perhaps we should have done better defensively, but yeah, we did ourselves justice here, and a 2-0 win was what we deserved, quite frankly. We then hosted Sassuolo and won 5-0. Yeah, I don't know how we've done this, but the fact we managed to win this says a lot. And Velo gets the opening goal, and Jokwang will be thinking, what have I done here? But Calandra scores second goal from the spot to make it 2-0, so that's his 9th of the season, I think. And then it stops raining. Novello plays the ball through to Passante, who has so much time and space to do this. a goal for him. And it's good to see that we're scoring goals here. And it's the second half, just 2 minutes in, or first minute of the second half, we actually get ourselves 4-0 up. Calandro finds Mangoni, who fires the back of the net. So, kicking off where we left off for the second half. And yeah, just a few minutes later, Mangoni turns it to his sister, finds Malpelli, who fires the back of the net. 5-0. A win that I don't know we deserved. How they didn't score their chances they had, I don't know, but it is what it is. Also, this guy made his debut in this game because both our goalkeepers were injured, and he got a clean sheet in a 5-0 win. So, I don't know about you, but that tells me a lot about how good this guy was. And maybe I should play him more in the future since he's got the best potential out of all the goalkeepers right now. So, maybe Cataluzzo is the future, yeah? Okay, yes, his first touch is not great, and his acceleration could be worked on, as his composure, passing, rushing at tendency, and throwing, and communication, and anticipation. But it's fine. He's got room to go. He's only 16, so he's got a lot of potential, even if he was born in 2026. Oh my god. The last game we had was against Napoli, and we lost this game early on when that penalty went in, and then they scored a second in the first half, and gonna be honest, we were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Godai doing what he does best is scoring against us. So we've got a victory against in the first game. We didn't do well in the second game, and Mapadi actually is now out for 6 to 7 weeks, so Carboni will be starting more and more. What this does for us in the period we lost John Bot to international duty is we're now down to 4th place behind Napoli, having lost 5 times in 7, maybe? Is this 7? I think it's 6. Yeah, we lost 4 times in the last 6 matches, so we've not done great, to say the least. And gotta be honest, that's kind of hurt our chances of potentially getting Champions League football, but we're gonna still fight on. Admittedly, yes, the matches we've had are not easy matches, like Fiorentina, difficult, Bologna, difficult, Cagliari, not difficult, Napoli, difficult. So actually, we lost 3 of the last 5 matches. So the teams we lost to, we're expected to lose to anyway. And Sassuolo and Cagliari did really well against. Juventus beat us in the Cup too, so again, not surprised we lost that game, but I kind of want more. Anyway, we're going to see what we do in our 900th game in charge of Siena, and hopefully be a good one, right? Because I kind of want to do well, and I also want to get revenge on Bari, who are 15th place, because they hosted a draw last time. Oh, also, we've had a few injuries issues. Obot's still not back from international duty. He's probably going to be there for the final of the Capricorn Nations because he's Nigerian, so and yeah, the run of form from some of these players has been absolutely woeful, and I kind of hate it. So what we're going to do is go to the under-20s, go for the under-19s, and take some players. Oh, we can't. No, never mind. We can't take their players. This is awkward. This is actually awkward. I did not know I had this issue. All right. We got no one we can really pick, and we could do well. Surely. Right? Right. Okay, so we have a highlight almost immediately, so this is good, maybe. But Margiotta finds Novello, who is starting up front. I've literally got no faith in Vartino right now, but Basenti with a chance. Basenti with a chance, and it's a save by Durado. So, a good chance early on. Very nice indeed to see what we can do with this, and hopefully we can keep on being better and better, right? We got a free kick, guys. We got a free kick. Novello takes it, and that looked like Richcraft. He didn't kick it while kicking it, but Basenti, Conte, out wide to Novello, who has time and space, can go for goal, and that's somehow gone in. Questionable goalkeeping there, but we have the lead in our 900th game in charge. How about that, guys? Looking good. It's only his 18th goal for the club too, so he's not like he's a prolific goal scorer. But he's found his shooting boots recently, and I'm actually happy about this. But we kind of need more prolific goal scorers, and I might give this save out at some point. Who knows? But anyway, 1-0 against Bari. We've been really good in this game. Ishan finds Mangoni. Here's Ishan again. And that's a good ball to Mangoni. Surely we can do something with this. Play it back or play in the middle. Oh, that's a good ball in the middle. Margiotta goes for goal. He's hit the post. That could have been his 4th of the season, so good effort from him. So right now we are 2-0 up. It's not been our best match by any stretch of imagination. And we're looking at analytical data. We're very high up the pitch compared to our opponents. And that's a good sign, maybe. We're getting further forward than maybe they want to be. But we've got to do more, I think. And we definitely haven't done our best. That's all I'm going to say right now. But still, hopefully we can keep this up. And hopefully we can get ourselves a win. Because I think we need to get more goals, personally, to really cement the fact that we are the better team. We cannot afford to let them have a chance. And we're going to have to tell our players to ease off the tackles too. Because we don't want to be called out, do we? Let's be honest. So Calvo with the free kick. It's been cleared away by Sean. Now Novello. A chance maybe to do something. Here's Conte, who's hide the pitch for some reason or another, but Conte again. Plays out wide to Calandra. What can he do? As the defensive winger, plays in the middle. Oh, but Santi has shot blocked, and here's Mangoni can do something with this. Put it in the middle. Has kept it somehow, but he plays across again. Calandra, oh dear. That could be better. And they have a corner. I want a second, just because I don't want to have to rely on having to keep a clean sheet. But here's Novello on the ball, charging forward, doing what he does best, being a nuisance. And here's Finelli. Goes for goal. There we go. There's our second. I knew we wanted a second. I knew we could get a second. And that's finally got our second of the game. And that's his 10th goal for the club too as well, Finelli. So another player to enter that record book for us. So he is the 36th player to have got 10 plus goals for us in our 22-year reign. So that's good, right? So we've got a free kick. Ashange has been told to ease off tackles. And, okay. Mangoni, it wasn't his best idea, was it? But they play the ball forward. And I kind of don't want to give away a 2-goal lead, quite frankly, because I know we could probably do that, and it's not good. As Rosano on the ball. Oh, that's a good ball through. That's a very lucky that we've... Oh, that's going to go into it. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's hit the post. Nice. They have a throw, and hopefully we can keep this up as Tesfu finds his teammate. Here's Cavona. Oh, we get the ball back. Fernandi gets the ball. Renzato on the ball now. Polino finds Alberto, who's come as the embedded wing back. Here's Novello. Plays out wide to Mangoni. Good from him. Can do some damage here. The defensive winger. Can play it inside. Has found Rezzato. Calandra. Oh, it's been denied. I think it's hit the post actually, but the defenders cleared it away regardless for a corner. I don't think it's going to come to much, but I think I would like to, if we could get something out of this. And no, it's a free kick instead. Does that mean we get more highlight or not? No, never mind. Okay, so in our 900th game in charge, we win 2-0 with our 369th victory. So that's good. Really is. And hopefully this will help us with our charge towards European football. I think what we're going to do is actually go forward until Sunday so we see all the matches that happened and that we don't have to worry about potentially seeing who's going to do what, because we got the first game or one of the first games of the week and I want to see what the other teams do, so I'll be right back for that. Okay, so the end of the week has happened. Bologna actually beat Napoli as well, just to really add things to our favour here. And while Fiorentina also wins to close the gap to us 2 points, it's not ideal because we've got Lazio next, who just won 5-1 against Hellas Verona, who look like they're going to be relegated this year. Sassuolo have also dropped back into the relegation zone, much to my surprise. And Roma also managed to pick up a victory. As with Zinza, who probably the team that sent Sassuolo back into the relegation zone with their 2-1 victory over Genoa. And Inter Milan have increased their lead at the top after Juventus were held to a 1-1 draw by AC Milan. So, ironically enough, they've done themselves a favour here. And Spal just set their manager too, so it doesn't help their case. But anyway, I'm actually going to end this here. Be sure to let me know what you thought of the match we just had and what you think of the league table right now. And if you think we can get Champions League football this season to round off what could be our last season for a while with Siena. Be sure to like and share this video if you actually enjoyed it as well, and to subscribe to the channel too, because all of that really helps me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.